Y'all, hold onto your seats, because this one is about to explode across your timelines. Claressa Shields allegedly just blew the lid off what some are calling the most shocking celebrity betrayal of the year. And guess who's at the center of this chaos? None other than Papoose, the man who supposedly played the game of love like a chessboard, moving pieces around without anyone seeing it coming. But here's the kicker, this isn't just some messy breakup or a little Instagram shade. Oh no. Claressa claims she discovered that while she was building trust, investing time, loyalty, and everything in a relationship, Papoose allegedly had a secret plan. A hidden proposal for Tesehki. Yes, you heard that right. Hidden behind the scenes, carefully orchestrated, and apparently designed to shock the internet? It erupted like fireworks on the 4th of July, screenshots leaked, hashtags trended worldwide, and fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. Was this a love story? A scandal? Or a full-blown strategy for fame and control? Y'all, you know how this goes once Claressa speaks. The internet doesn't sleep. Timelines turn into courtrooms, comment sections become battlefields, and every new post feels like the next blow in a digital war. So buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the wild, messy, and utterly explosive world of Claressa Shields, Papoose, and Tesehki, and trust me, you do not want to blink. Y'all, no one saw this coming, and that's exactly why it hit so hard. Claressa Shields allegedly spiraled after discovering what many are calling the most calculated betrayal in recent celebrity history. Papoose, the man with a reputation for smooth talk and strategic moves, supposedly had a hidden plan in motion, a plan that involved Tesehki. And it wasn't about love. Sources whisper, and I emphasize allegedly, that this was all strategy, all showmanship, all power play. Claressa's world, which until now had been filled with trust, loyalty, and investment in a relationship she thought was real, was suddenly ripped apart by what she claims was a meticulously hidden proposal designed to shock, humiliate, and dominate the narrative before anyone could even blink. And y'all, this wasn't just a rumor floating around the usual gossip circles. Screenshots allegedly leaked, cryptic captions started appearing, and timelines erupted into chaos as fans and critics alike scrambled to digest what was happening. Imagine building everything, your energy, your reputation, your time, your belief in someone, only to allegedly find out that behind closed doors, you were nothing more than a placeholder, a stepping stone in a game you didn't even know was being played. According to sources, Claressa went nuclear, flooding social media with posts that weren't just emotional, they were tactical, precise, and explosive. Each post allegedly exposed more than the last, revealing conversations, text messages, and screenshots that fans claimed painted a picture of deception so intricate it almost felt like a movie. Social media exploded. Hashtags trended globally. Comment sections transformed into battlefields where supporters and skeptics went head-to-head, dissecting every word, every image, every pause. And the most shocking part? Allegedly, this isn't a first-time move. There's a narrative being built or pattern that reportedly stretches back through previous relationships, allegedly involving women like Remy Ma, Claressa herself, and now Tesehki, creating a history of calculated manipulation, power plays, and strategic emotional investment that supposedly ends the moment the benefit does. Y'all know how these things go. What starts as a private heartbreak becomes a public spectacle when someone like Claressa decides enough is enough. And reportedly, she did not hold back. Posts went up one after another, each dripping with fury, humiliation, grief, and a determination to make the world see exactly what she claims she endured. Allegedly, Papoose's plan to propose to Tesehki wasn't just a random decision, it was part of a larger game. A chain of moves designed to control perception, leverage attention, and manipulate the narrative in his favor. And Claressa's response? Immediate, relentless, and perfectly timed for maximum disruption. Fans watched in real time as she allegedly transformed her heartbreak into a public reckoning, flooding feeds, tagging names, and forcing everyone online to pick a side. Insiders allegedly say that Claressa didn't just stop at general accusations. She reportedly released what some are calling receipts, screenshots, clips, and visual evidence of conversations where she claims loyalty, trust, and promises were all weaponized against her. She allegedly painted a portrait of being used, replaced, and strategically discarded the moment she was no longer useful. And the internet? It couldn't look away. Every post reportedly went viral within minutes. Memes were created. Reaction videos multiplied. Commentary threads became deep dives into Papoose's alleged pattern of behavior. Each piece of evidence, each cryptic caption, fueled the narrative, turning what could have been a simple social media drama into a cultural phenomenon. And let me tell you, this is the kind of drama that doesn't just stay online. Mainstream outlets allegedly jumped in, picking up the story like wildfire. News, ABC, BBC, VH1, Bravo, everywhere you turned, Claressa Shields' name was trending. Headlines screamed betrayal, manipulation, and scandal. Every source seemed to amplify the intensity, feeding the frenzy that had started on Instagram and TikTok. Allegedly, this wasn't just about a secret proposal. It was about exposing a system, a way of operating that reportedly left a trail of heartbreak and confusion across multiple relationships. And Claressa? She allegedly made sure every single person online could see it, dissect it, and react to it in real time. Fans reportedly became obsessed, dissecting every angle. Who knew about the proposal first? How long had it been in the works? Was Tesehki aware, or was she unknowingly stepping into the same cycle Claressa claims she had already endured? Allegedly, Claressa's post forced everyone into a frenzy, trying to connect timelines, verify dates, and decode what she was showing them. Every screenshot became a piece of evidence, every caption a clue, every subtle emoji or image a new layer in what some are calling a strategy of exposure. And it worked. Social media doesn't sleep, and Claressa reportedly made sure of it, but y'all, this isn't just emotional drama, it's strategic spectacle. According to sources, Claressa's approach was deliberate. She allegedly didn't just vent. She orchestrated a narrative, building tension, escalating suspense, and keeping everyone on edge, waiting for the next post, the next screenshot, the next revelation. Fans reported feeling like they were watching a courtroom drama unfold in real time, each post acting as testimony, each comment section a jury deliberating on trust, manipulation, and alleged betrayal. And the stakes? Huge. Papoose's reputation, previously framed as smooth, charismatic, and respected in his circles, was suddenly under siege. Every alleged pattern of behavior Claressa highlighted reportedly made his public image more unstable, turning admiration into skepticism, respect into outrage. According to sources close to the situation, Claressa's posts allegedly didn't just target Papoose. She reportedly drew in other names, linking connections that painted a larger picture of recurring manipulation. Tesehki became a central figure, not just as the alleged new target, but as part of a supposedly repeating pattern that stretched across multiple relationships. Allegedly, this was all done to prove a point that Papoose's actions were never random, never innocent, and always strategic. Social media reacted immediately. Fans dug through old posts, timelines, and interviews. Threads exploded with speculation. Memes, reaction videos, and commentary clips multiplied by the hour. Everyone was trying to process the sheer scale of what Claressa allegedly exposed and the emotional intensity. Off the charts? Claressa's post reportedly showed a mix of grief, anger, humiliation, and defiance. One insider allegedly said she didn't just want justice. She wanted the world to feel what she felt. And it wasn't just emotional. It was tactical. Every release, every cryptic caption, every screenshot was positioned to maximize impact, force attention, and ensure that this narrative couldn't be ignored. Allegedly, she wanted to reveal the full pattern, to turn a private betrayal into a public reckoning, and to make sure Papoose's moves were understood as part of a larger scheme rather than isolated incidents. Fans reportedly reacted in waves. with some supporting Claressa and praising her courage, while others debated the ethics, the timing, and whether Tesehki had any knowledge of the alleged plan. And the tension didn't stop there. Every time Claressa posted something new, the anticipation skyrocketed. Would this lead to a public confrontation? Would more names be revealed? Could the story escalate beyond social media into mainstream media coverage or even legal ramifications? Allegedly, the suspense was intentionally maintained, ensuring that every new post kept viewers glued, sharing, commenting, and theorizing in real time. And y'all, let's not forget the spectacle. According to sources, Claressa's posts didn't just rely on text. Screenshots, images, timestamps, and even short video clips were allegedly shared to create a sense of immediacy and proof. Fans reported analyzing every detail, from message timestamps to subtle facial expressions, trying to catch any hint of manipulation or hidden intent. The story, already explosive, reportedly became addictive. Comment sections reportedly turned into mini investigative forums with users comparing notes, tracing timelines, and debating the plausibility of every allegation. Every post was a trigger, every new revelation a spark in a fire that seemed impossible to contain. And as the saga allegedly unfolded, the public began drawing their own conclusions. Fans reportedly started mapping out a repeating cycle of behavior, connecting Claressa's claims to past relationships, seeing patterns of emotional manipulation, public image management, and strategic timing. Memes and reaction content exploded, keeping the story alive well beyond its initial shock factor. Every day brought new speculation, new analysis, and new discussions. And Claressa, according to sources, kept the narrative alive, feeding anticipation with every post. Ensuring the story remained at the center of online conversations, the intensity of Claressa's alleged exposure reportedly transformed the way audiences engaged with the story. Fans weren't just watching, they were participating, reacting, analyzing, and speculating in real time. Every screenshot, every cryptic post, every alleged revelation became a piece of a puzzle that the public was desperate to solve. And with Tesehki now allegedly involved, the stakes were higher than ever. Would a confrontation happen? Would more alleged secrets be revealed? Could this escalate into mainstream media coverage, legal scrutiny, or even financial consequences? The questions alone kept the story alive, creating a suspenseful, unrelenting, and viral narrative that reportedly showed no signs of slowing down, and just when you thought the story couldn't get any bigger, it exploded even further. Claressa Shields allegedly didn't just stop at exposing Papoose's hidden proposal to Tesehki. She reportedly went deeper, painting a picture of calculated manipulation that allegedly spanned years. Sources say that every relationship, every conversation, every promise was allegedly part of a strategy designed to maximize attention, maintain influence, and position himself at the center of control. Fans reportedly started dissecting past posts, old interviews, and social media interactions, trying to piece together the timeline Claressa was allegedly revealing. And y'all, according to insiders, the details were wild. From late-night texts to cryptic demises, from private calls allegedly turned into screenshots. Every layer allegedly added to a narrative of betrayal that made even the most skeptical observers sit up and take notice. Social media didn't just react, it erupted. Hashtags allegedly trended within minutes of Claressa's posts hitting the feed. Comment sections became arenas where fans debated ethics, loyalty, and the audacity of what was being revealed. Was Tesehki in on it? Did he plan this all along? Is this a pattern we've ignored for too long? These were just a few of the questions flooding feeds globally. According to insiders, Claressa's methodical approach to revealing every alleged move forced the public into detective mode. Screenshots were analyzed frame by frame, timestamps scrutinized, and conversations dissected as if the internet itself had been deputized to serve justice. Every post reportedly landed like a digital bomb, and each one escalated the narrative further. Sources allegedly close to the situation said Claressa's strategy was precise. She reportedly alternated between emotional vulnerability and sharp confrontation, creating a roller coaster effect for her audience. One insider allegedly said she made heartbreak addictive. People couldn't scroll past her posts, they had to see the next caption, the next screenshot, the next piece of evidence, and the effect was immediate. Memes, reaction videos, and commentary threads started multiplying like wildfire. What began as a personal betrayal reportedly became a full-blown cultural event, dominating feeds across TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and even spilling into mainstream news outlets. VH1, E! News, ABC, BBC, Bravo, they all allegedly picked up the story, amplifying the drama and making Claressa's narrative unavoidable, but it wasn't just the public who reacted. According to sources, insiders close to Papoose were reportedly panicking behind the scenes. The narrative allegedly painted him not as the charming figure fans thought they knew, but as someone strategically moving through relationships, leveraging trust, and using women's visibility for personal gain. The alleged pattern Remy Ma, Claressa, Tesehki made it feel like a meticulously orchestrated game. Fans reportedly felt like witnesses in a live investigation, analyzing every move, every word, every public appearance for inconsistencies or confirmation of Claressa's claims. And social media? It did not disappoint. Threads allegedly exploded with timelines, cross-reference messages, and speculative reconstructions, keeping everyone glued to the chaos, allegedly. Claressa's intensity escalated when she reportedly began targeting not just the actions, but the narrative surrounding them. According to insiders, she exposed what she claims were private assurances that were repeatedly violated. Promises of loyalty, future planning, and respect allegedly turned into instruments of leverage in ways that reportedly left her stunned and determined to expose the full scope of the betrayal. One anonymous source allegedly said she didn't just want people to know she was hurt. She wanted everyone to see the pattern, the strategy, the manipulation, and she made sure they did. And make no mistake, this strategy reportedly worked. Social media users claimed they couldn't escape the posts, each one adding layers to a story that felt both personal and universally shocking. As the scandal allegedly unfolded, attention reportedly shifted toward Tesehki. Fans reportedly began dissecting her past posts, appearances, and even private interactions for signs that she may have known what was happening or if she was unknowingly being pulled into the same alleged cycle Claressa had already endured. The tension reportedly escalated with each new post, each caption, each cryptic image, keeping audiences guessing and fueling speculation about potential confrontation. One insider allegedly remarked, "The suspense is unbearable. Every time Claressa posts, the internet holds its breath. Everyone wants to know if this ends in public drama, further exposure, or something even more shocking." Meanwhile, the alleged fallout on Papoose's image was reportedly immediate and devastating. Fans and commentators began questioning his public persona, dissecting past appearances, interviews, and social media behavior for inconsistencies. Sources claimed that this alleged unraveling transformed him from a respected figure into a cautionary tale of manipulation and strategic exploitation. According to insiders, Claressa's relentless posting reportedly left him scrambling for damage control, trying to respond to a narrative he allegedly hadn't seen coming. And y'all, from the leaks to the captions to the viral screenshots, every move reportedly made the story explode further, pushing it beyond entertainment into something resembling a full-scale cultural reckoning, allegedly. Claressa didn't just stop at the visuals and captions. Sources say she reportedly included detailed accounts of conversations, private messages, and subtle cues that fans interpreted as proof of a repeating cycle. From early relationship dynamics to recent interactions, every element allegedly contributed to a narrative that made social media feel like a live tribunal. Fans reportedly acted as jury, witnesses, and investigators all at once, debating every possible angle and speculating about future outcomes. One comment that went viral allegedly read, "This isn't just drama, this is strategy, manipulation, and betrayal on a whole new level." And honestly, the sentiment reportedly echoed across the internet, According to sources close to Claressa, she allegedly escalated the intensity even further when she reportedly hinted at potential confrontations. While details remained speculative, fans reportedly interpreted her posts as forewarnings of a showdown between her and Tesehki. Social media reportedly exploded with predictions, timelines, and countdowns, each new post allegedly amplifying the suspense. Fans dissected everything from facial expressions in photos to tone in captions to predict what might happen next. And allegedly, this wasn't by accident. Claressa reportedly orchestrated her posts to maintain tension, keep audiences engaged, and ensure the story remained at the center of cultural conversations. The alleged emotional complexity of Claressa's narrative reportedly captivated audiences in a way that pure gossip rarely achieves. Fans reportedly described feeling a mix of sympathy, shock, and fascination, with some reportedly saying they had never seen a celebrity scandal presented with such rawness and precision. And according to insiders, Claressa reportedly ensured the story had multiple layers, showing both vulnerability and strength, heartbreak and defiance, exposing personal pain while constructing a narrative that demanded attention, debate, and analysis, allegedly. This viral approach reportedly left Papoose scrambling not just online, but in the public eye. Every social media post, every caption, every alleged receipt reportedly compounded the scrutiny, leaving his reputation fractured. Analysts, commentators, and fans allegedly debated whether this exposure would have lasting consequences beyond social media, mainstream press, public perception, and even potential industry implications. Social media didn't stop reacting. According to reports, threads, memes, and analysis videos multiplied, ensuring Claressa's narrative remained inescapable, and the suspense unrelenting. Every post reportedly hinted at more, every cryptic caption allegedly foreshadowed a revelation, and fans reportedly couldn't help but speculate on what might happen next. Would there be a public confrontation? Would additional names be revealed? Would mainstream outlets pick up even deeper elements of the story? And the wild part? According to insiders, Claressa reportedly planned to keep the momentum going, releasing information in a way that maintained maximum tension, ensuring that the scandal didn't just trend, it dominated conversations across platforms, borders, and audiences. Allegedly, Claressa's narrative also reportedly included psychological insights, hinting at patterns of control, manipulation, and strategy that went beyond mere betrayal. Fans reportedly analyzed every caption, screenshot, and visual clue for evidence of these alleged dynamics. According to sources, her methodical approach allegedly transformed what could have been a fleeting social media drama into a case study of celebrity manipulation, trust, and strategic exposure. Every post reportedly created ripples across multiple social media platforms, keeping audiences invested in real time. And y'all, it didn't stop there. According to insiders, Claressa's story reportedly forced fans to confront uncomfortable questions about public persona versus private behavior. Allegedly, every new detail revealed a contrast between appearances and reality, showing how someone's charm, reputation, and visibility can allegedly mask repeated cycles of manipulation and strategic betrayal. The tension reportedly reached a fever pitch, with fans eagerly awaiting every new revelation, dissecting every post, and debating potential consequences for all parties involved. By the time the digital dust allegedly began to settle, Claressa Shields reportedly had transformed her heartbreak into a cultural event. Fans reportedly felt like witnesses in a live trial, and the narrative allegedly created a level of anticipation and engagement rarely seen in celebrity scandals. And with Tesehki allegedly now deeply involved in the storyline, social media reportedly remain on edge, hungry for the next revelation, the next post, the next explosive update. The drama, according to insiders, had officially crossed the threshold from gossip into an all-consuming spectacle, leaving everyone watching, reacting, and speculating in real time. And just when the internet thought it had processed everything, Claressa Shields allegedly dropped the next wave, and y'all, It reportedly shook the digital world to its core. According to sources, this part of the saga didn't just expose betrayal, it allegedly revealed the full depth of strategy, manipulation, and calculated deception that fans hadn't even imagined. Every screenshot, every cryptic caption, every visual proof reportedly told a story of a carefully orchestrated plan, showing how Papoose allegedly moved through relationships like a master tactician, keeping trust as currency and attention as leverage. Social media reportedly didn't just react, it combusted. Comment sections became war zones. Memes spread like wildfire, reaction videos multiplied, and fans worldwide reportedly dissected every single detail as if they were witnessing a live, unfolding scandal, allegedly. Claressa's posts painted a chilling picture. She reportedly described being promised stability, respect, and partnership, only to realize that those assurances were allegedly never genuine. Instead, according to sources, she claimed they were part of a larger strategy to elevate Papoose's image while leveraging her visibility, influence, and connections for personal gain. And now, with Tesehki allegedly in the crosshairs, the pattern reportedly became impossible to ignore. Fans, influencers, and social media detectives reportedly began connecting timelines, comparing messages, and analyzing interactions across years to trace the alleged repeating cycle. The attention reportedly didn't stop for hours, days, or even weeks, with the story allegedly dominating trending feeds and viral conversations, according to insiders. Claressa didn't just expose alleged personal betrayal. She reportedly transformed the story into a cultural spectacle, showing a system of manipulation, emotional exploitation, and strategic deception. Every post allegedly served as both evidence and commentary, creating a digital courtroom where viewers acted as jurors. One insider allegedly said she made heartbreak a masterclass in exposure. People weren't just watching, they were investigating, and the reaction was reportedly global. Outlets like VH1, E! News, ABC, BBC, and Bravo allegedly picked up the story, amplifying the drama and pushing it into mainstream conversation. Memes, deep dive threads, reaction videos, and speculation flourished, creating a cycle of engagement that reportedly had no end in sight, allegedly. The fallout on Papoose's reputation was immediate and severe. Fans and commentators reportedly started reevaluating his public persona, connecting past behaviors, interviews, and appearances to Claressa's claims. Sources allege that what had once been seen as charisma and charm suddenly appeared as strategic manipulation, leaving a trail of betrayal in his wake. And y'all, insiders reportedly claim that Papoose scrambled to respond. But every statement, every public appearance, every attempt at damage control allegedly backfired, only fueling the narrative Claressa had meticulously laid out. Fans reportedly dissected every word, every gesture, and every nuance, further cementing the story's explosive impact. The alleged involvement of Tesehki reportedly added another layer of tension. Social media allegedly became obsessed with her role, whether she knowingly stepped into a repeating pattern, or if she was unknowingly drawn into the same cycle Claressa claimed she had already endured. Fans reportedly combed through old posts, photos, interviews, and interactions, trying to decode whether she was a participant, a pawn, or the next chapter in a story that had already shaken audiences to their core. And allegedly, Claressa maintained the suspense perfectly, dropping posts and captions that kept fans on edge. Analyzing every detail for potential revelations or confrontations, sources allegedly close to the situation say Claressa's strategy was both emotional and tactical. She reportedly alternated between exposing vulnerability and unleashing direct confrontation, creating a rollercoaster effect for viewers. One insider allegedly said people were addicted. Every time she posted, the internet couldn't breathe until they saw the next piece of evidence, and allegedly, this approach ensured the story remained viral, dominating feeds and trending topics, drawing attention from casual fans and hardcore followers alike. Social media reportedly transformed into a 24/7 live tribunal where her posts were the testimony and the audience served as both jury and investigator, allegedly. Claressa also highlighted the broader implications of the pattern she claims existed. According to sources, she reportedly detailed how repeated cycles of deception, manipulation, and calculated exploitation had consequences beyond individual relationships. The posts allegedly revealed a system where trust could be weaponized, visibility could be leveraged, and influence could be converted into power. Fans reportedly analyzed these alleged patterns meticulously, debating morality, strategy, and the psychology behind the alleged moves. The narrative reportedly expanded far beyond a simple scandal, touching on themes of ambition, exploitation, and emotional control in a way that captivated global audiences. According to insiders, Claressa reportedly left nothing to chance. Each new post, each leaked message, each cryptic screenshot was allegedly intended to escalate tension, amplify anticipation, and maintain engagement. One source allegedly said she controlled the story like a master director. Every detail, every pause, every revelation was calculated to maximize impact. And the fans? They reportedly followed every step, reacting, theorizing, and speculating endlessly. Memes, reaction videos, and commentary threads allegedly multiplied exponentially, ensuring the scandal didn't just trend, it dominated, allegedly. The emotional intensity of Claressa's posts reportedly struck a chord with audiences. Fans described feeling a mix of empathy, shock, fascination, and fury, watching what they perceived as betrayal unfold in real time. According to insiders, Claressa reportedly made heartbreak public in a way that felt both raw and calculated, presenting both personal pain and a systemic critique of trust, visibility, and manipulation. And the reaction was reportedly overwhelming, as every new post reignited conversations, debate, and speculation, keeping the scandal at the forefront of social media for days on end. Sources allegedly claim that as the story escalated, Claressa's narrative reportedly forced a public reckoning for Papoose. Fans and commentators allegedly questioned past appearances, interviews, and public behavior through the lens of Claressa's claims. Allegedly, what had once been seen as charm and charisma was reframed as manipulation, control, and strategic deception. According to insiders, this reshaping of perception allegedly left Papoose scrambling for credibility, while Claressa's post reportedly kept attention fixed firmly on the unfolding drama. And y'all, the suspense surrounding Tesehki reportedly reached fever pitch. Fans allegedly debated whether she had full awareness of the alleged proposal plan, whether she was being used as part of a repeating pattern, or whether a confrontation with Claressa was inevitable. Every post reportedly added to the tension, every caption amplified speculation, and every cryptic screenshot fueled further anticipation. The saga allegedly evolved into a cultural phenomenon, with fans, influencers, and commentators dissecting each detail, predicting the next moves, and theorizing about potential fallout. Allegedly, Claressa's strategic post